Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Okay, this feels really odd because I think pretty much every video I've uploaded on this channel so far has been a reaction. I'm not doing a reaction today, I'm going to review something that I've already seen. On Monday, I received the offer to go and watch an advance screening of In the Heights. Which I think is obviously down to, thanks to all of the people who have watched the Hamilton video that we've done on this channel, which is my most viewed video on this channel. Didn't expect it to do nearly as well as it did, but that's had over 38,000 views now, so if any of you who watched that are watching this, can I just say thank you for that. And yeah, thanks to you, I got to go to a special advanced screening of In the Heights, which is another Lin-Manuel Miranda musical. I guess, does that make me like an influencer now? I was specifically invited along to kind of do a review of it, I guess, and to sort of... They were hoping I was going to like it so that I could spread the word. And the gamble paid off, because if anybody is watching this video, I certainly did like the film. It was amazing. I've not seen the stage musical of In the Heights, so... If I'd seen the stage musical, maybe I'd view it differently, because it's always... Turning a stage musical into a film is always a very tricky procedure. Like, we know how it bombed with Cats, it just did not work. It doesn't always work trying to turn a stage musical into a film, but this transmits really well as a film. I say transmits, I don't know what it's like originally. Maybe fans of the original musical I will not be keen on this. All I can say is from a self-contained point of view, someone who has just gone in, watched the film, knowing nothing about In the Heights. Yes, it was a very enjoyable couple of hours. I don't want to give... I'm going to give away any spoilers here. If you've seen the stage musical, you probably already, know what happens, but I don't want to give away any spoilers. It's a very enjoyable movie. It's a very feel-good movie. You're not going to leave feeling sad. I'm going to compare it to Hamilton just because it's the only other Lin-Manuel Miranda musical that I know. And Hamilton is obviously... I loved Hamilton. It's a great musical. It's not a happy musical. It's got its moments, but that's going to get you very emotional. And obviously, a lot of people watched my reaction to Hamilton and they just saw me sort of grinning through the whole thing. So it didn't kind of... While I really enjoyed it, I sort of I wasn't getting upset at it. And there's nothing really to get upset about within the Heights, because it's definitely a happy film, but there's happy emotions. And I didn't cry, but I came closer probably to crying at In the Heights than I did at Hamilton. But very different, because Hamilton would have been sad crying, and In the Heights would have been happy crying. So again, not to give away any plot points, but probably everybody knows the sort of basic story is about somebody trying to become something from nothing, essentially. It's the sort of theme like that. It's very sort of similar to another film that I like called Goal, which is also about an immigrant trying to make their way in America. And they end up becoming a successful footballer in the UK and stuff. But it's the sort of very similar theme there. The main character is played by Anthony Ramos, who was in Hamilton. He does an absolutely incredible job, comes across really likeable, and that always helps. When you've got a likeable main character, it's going to help you enjoy the film. Because again, I'll go back to Hamilton, which I did love, and I thought Hamilton was a great character, but I started to not like him once he cheated on Eliza. And I feel like you're meant to sort of want to forgive him and feel sorry for him. That's what you're sort of meant to want in that, but I can't really forgive anybody for that. But yeah, Anthony Ramos comes off as really, really likeable, does a great job. Obviously, with it being a musical, we got to talk about the music. The music is a real hoot. I didn't know any of the I didn't really know any of the music before going in. I'd researched some of the music to In the Heights a little bit before, due to a video that we did on my flatmate's channel. So I'd researched the music a little bit. I didn't end up using any music in that video from In the Heights, I don't think, but I'd researched a little bit of it for that. You definitely don't need to listen to the music before going to watch the film, but it will help if you want to know and listen to the music beforehand, because then you'll sort of be able to sing along in your head. I mean, if you're at home or whatever, you could probably just sing along out loud. If you're in the cinema, it may not be best singing along out loud, unless you go to like a special sing-along version. I went to a special sing-along version of Bohemian Rhapsody when it came out, and me and my friend were the only two people that even were singing at the end, so that was a bit disappointing. Yes, obviously, if you're going to listen to some of the music before going to see a film that you don't know the story to, be aware that listening to some of the music may give a bit of the story away. If you're actually listening to the lyrics rather than just listening to the music, that is. But yeah, I was getting really into it. I kind of wanted to like get up and dance, but I couldn't really do that. I was around a sort of a load of people doing press work and stuff. Like I just do this for a bit of fun. But other people, like it's like their jobs doing the press stuff, and so I didn't really want to sort of like be like the pain in the arse, because I was just there for a good time. But other people were actually doing their jobs and watching it for press reasons and stuff. And this is me doing my press stuff. I mean, this is not my job, this is just a hobby, but this is me doing my press stuff anyway. So, yeah, I don't really want to say any more than that, apart from if you were on the fence about going to see In the Heights, definitely go, because you will not be disappointed. It is a lot of fun, it's a great film, and particularly if you're having a sort of like a rough day over the summer, then that's a film that's going to make you feel good, I think. So maybe save it for if you're having a bad day at some point and you need something to lift you up. Go along and visit and go and watch this film, because I think it will do a great job for you. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. And thank you for watching the Hamilton video, because I wouldn't have got the chance to go to this special advanced screening if it wasn't for that Hamilton video doing so well as well. So if any of you who watched that video are watching this, thank you so much. I'd never expected I'd get invited to see a film before it's even come out, but I had an amazing time. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll probably be doing some more reviews of stuff that I've seen, because I don't have time to react to everything, because it takes a lot of editing. But if I ever see something and I feel like I can do a review of that, I might do some more reviews in the future. Also, next week, I'm probably going to be doing some vlogs, which is very, very new to me. I don't know how I feel about that, but I've got a semi-interesting week. Not the most interesting week ever, but I've got a semi-interesting week. So I'll probably be doing some vlogs next week. We'll have to see how it goes. Oh, and in one of those vlogs, I'll be hopefully doing a Q&A, because I've had a lot of questions sent in over the course of my videos, so I'm going to be answering them. If there's any other questions you want answered about anything, really, about the videos, about my life, about anything, then I'll try to answer as much as I'm prepared to. Anyway, so send them in, leave comments on this video, or find my Twitter in the links, and you can send me questions there. And yeah, I will be doing a Q&A in one of the vlogs next week. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you for that. Have a good time. Cheers.